guys, Joe Tunney, visiting here with my friends at Big Island Honda right off of the Queen K in the beautiful city of Kona, Hawaii. And I'm taking a look at Honda's all-new for 2019 Honda Insight. It's a hybrid, and it's a hybrid built on the Honda Civic platform. So it's going to be completely different than any other hybrid out there on the market. This is the hybrid for people who love to drive. Let's take a look under the hood and see where it all begins. Now, there are actually two engines in a hybrid. There's a propulsion electric motor, and then there's this motor right here, a gas motor that's 1.5 liters. The two of them out on the open road put out 151 horsepower combined. Well, that's completely different than any other small hybrid on the market. It's 30 more horsepower, for example, than the Prius, which is the most popular hybrid on the road today. On top of that, despite the fact that it has tremendous power, it still gets 55 miles per gallon in the city and 52 miles per gallon overall. But better than all of that is most of the time when companies make high gas mileage cars, they take kind of their least expensive thing and just kind of make it in such a way where they take all the features out of it and it gets high gas mileage. That is not the case with the all-new Honda Insight. It is built on the same platform as the Honda Civic, which includes the Civic Type R. The Civic Type R just set the all-time record for any car in any configuration for front-wheel drive cars at Germany's famous Nürburgring track. And so it is a thrilling high-performance chassis underneath a powerful yet very, very thrifty 55 miles per gallon in-city hybrid engine. Let's take a look around. Well, the Insight's been around for years, and it's never been one of the prettiest cars on the road, but it does look pretty futuristic. The all-new 2019 Insight is very, very stylish and kind of slots style-wise between Honda's very good-looking Civic and its unbelievably good-looking Honda Accord. Great lines all the way around. Generous wheelbase gives it a lot more space inside. And let's take a look inside. Very modern, push-button transmission, sporty steering wheel with the thumb positions at 10 and 2 o'clock. It's obviously designed to take turns fast. It also has Honda's sensing package standard. So that's intelligent cruise control with intelligent emergency braking, lane drift prevention, road drift prevention. And so this has everything that the most expensive safety packages in the world have standard, even on the LX model, such as this one. Really roomy inside, nice driving experience. It's really quiet, actually. Pretty neat car. Let's jump into the back. When you have adult drivers, I'm 6 feet tall, 175 pounds. When I get comfortable in the front seat in a small car, you know you're not going to be comfortable in the back seat. No, it's not the case at all. I have plenty of room in the back seat. In fact, I could stretch out before I touch the seat ahead of me. It also has theater-style seating so that the seats in the back are higher than the seats in the front. So from the back seat, I can see out the windshield, which makes it feel like I'm experiencing the same thing as I would be sitting in the front. Tons of headroom as well. Big front seat, big back seat on a small car can't have much of a trunk. No, that's absolutely not the case. And this is completely different than any other hybrid. All of the hybrid mechanicals are put actually underneath the rear seat. That's what gives it that theater style seating. Even the battery goes under the shift buttons for the push button transmission. And so although there's plenty of space inside, you actually have a huge 15 square foot or 15 cubic foot trunk. On top of that, and very few small cars of any kind have this, but certainly hybrids, it has a folding rear seat. Again, unheard of in this category. Come take a look around. Well, it's really nice looking. Super contemporary. Again, it's built on the Civic platform, so it's going to look something like a Civic, and the Civic is one of the most nice looking small cars on the road today. But it's done in a more relaxed, classier way, a la the Accord. Let's take a final look inside. So for all the technology and a small engine and a small car, it's probably pretty loud. So let's turn it on and take a listen. Well, even with all of the doors open and all of the windows open, you can't hear a thing. Initially, you can't hear a thing because it's running purely on electricity for those first couple of miles at slower speeds. But even when the engine kicks in, it's actually really quiet. Honda uses an awful lot of sound insulation to make it maximum quiet inside. But the truth is, the engine itself runs so quietly that even with everything open, it's a really pleasant driving experience. The car is unbelievably well built, it's strong, it handles great, it has great acceleration, a totally different experience than any other hybrid on the road today. If you're out there looking for a hybrid or any car that gets fantastic gas mileage, I'm telling you, put the Insight on your shortest list and make sure you go take one for a drive before you make the final choice. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My name's Joe Tunney. You can reach me anytime at joeloveshawaii@gmail.com.